Andrew Morrison here, also known as Andrew the Astrologer. If you're not subscribed, get subscribed and turn on all notifications because my channel is really helping both men and women to manifest their dream reality that they never thought was possible, all through the power of astrology. So get subscribed. A little bit of a trigger warning about today's video. We will be talking about some very dark material here, I should say. So if there are children in the room, make sure to plan accordingly. Do what you got to do, pause the video perhaps, but I just want to mention this before moving forward. Also, before getting into today's discussion, I want to mention that I do have a few spots available if you are really needing an astrological reading. Perhaps you are wanting to know how this energy of Uranus in Taurus will be impacting your own livelihood. Whatever is going on in your own personal life, I'd love to sit down and work with you. Again, you can send me an email, which my email is in the description down below. Also found in the description down below is a link to my Facebook group community. And I consider it sort of my personal vault to really showcase and provide my audience and my community really the proof, receipts, timelines, and evidence to fully support and back up my predictions. Most of my predictions are in there in my Facebook group. And so don't take my word for it. You can see for yourself. I cast predictions and then they transpire. Cast predictions and then they manifest into the physical reality. So again, the link for my Facebook group community is in the description down below. So let's just get into today's video. It's a very important video. So last month in March, planet Uranus, which is a very slow moving planet, it's an outer planet in astrology, just shifted into a brand new zodiac sign being Taurus. This is very, very significant. There's a lot to talk about here. So the last time that Uranus was in Taurus, Uranus, by the way, is the planet of surprises, whether pleasant surprises or ugly surprises, I should say, for lack of better words. But again, the last time that Uranus was in Taurus was in the 1930s and 1940s. And for the large majority of us, even if you aren't an American like myself, we are pretty well aware of world history, especially wars. So during the 30s and 40s, that was the World War II era, as well as Pearl Harbor, and, this massive attack on the United States. And right now, currently, at the time of this recording, Uranus is still sitting at 0 degrees. And why is this important to mention? Because the early degrees of Taurus, there's a very diabolical star called algol. This is one of the only stars in the sky that actually changes its brightness. A lot of people don't know that, even other astrologers. This also further explains why there's such a very dark and heavy energy to that star. Again, it's sitting in the early degrees of Taurus. So with all that said, this year, 2025, as well as the following year, 2026, Unfortunately, I strongly predict that there will be this rise and elevation as well as escalation of more warlike energy, more violence, possibly terrorism, as well as hostility and aggression in the air, as well as anger, because Uranus will be moving back and forth and will be conjunct that very dark and very diabolical star algol. Algol also has a strong association with Medusa. So if you are a little familiar with Greek mythology, Medusa is actually the one that has the snakes on its head, which is very much symbolic of individuals losing their minds and going crazy, both literal as well as figuratively speaking. So again, there's definitely going to be this new dark energy. If you aren't feeling it already, there's going to be more warlike energy. Perhaps this is relating to the recent tariffs, but this is most likely politically involved and associated with this warlike energy. Most wars are very much pertaining to politics anyway. But again, we are in for a very wild ride. It's going to be very ugly at times. It's going to be very heavy. And I really encourage my viewers out there to really tap into spiritual tools, whether it is meditation, whether it is prayer, because we as humanity, we do have the power and divinity to alter our universal energy, but it all comes through the internal in order for the external to shift. So I know that was a lot to take in and to digest, and I most likely will be making another video, a follow-up video, just because there's a lot to talk about here. But again, this upcoming few years, this year and the next year, it's going to get really dark. It's going to get really ugly. And not only that, we most likely also see more crime as well, especially in the states where I'm from. So again, stay tuned for future videos and subscribe my channel.